Run to your nearest Wendy's!
At participating Wendy's for a limited time. Meal includes small fries and a drink. Not valid in Alaska and Hawaii. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada. If you're a small business, first impressions can make all the difference. With Grasshopper, you get all the features of a professional business phone system on your mobile phone. Choose a business phone number, make calls and send texts, making it easy for you and your customers to stay connected. Even get voicemails transcribed. Set up your account in minutes with no long-term contracts and 24/7 customer support. Make your small business big. Now get $20 off your plan when you visit grasshopper.com/radio. That's grasshopper.com/radio.
Arg, matey. When it's time for lunch, when it's time for dinner, when the show's over, when the day's over, when it's time to chill, where do we go? Over to Naughty Nancy's Food Shack and Crow's Nest Pub. It's literally in our backyard, right in back of the WTAN studios at 700 Eldridge Street, just north of downtown Clearwater. Just look for the broadcast tower. Nancy's food and atmosphere get rave reviews. The laid-back patio is a great place to hang out, dine, and listen to live music at night. And Nancy's one of the friendliest proprietors in town. And now, Nancy is serving Sunday Jazz Brunch from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Brunch served with Eggs Benedict, crepes, waffles, lox and bagels, shrimp, oysters, and a build-your-own omelet. That's all at Naughty Nancy's Food Shack and Crow's Nest Pub, 700 Eldridge Street in Clearwater. That's right where Eldridge crosses the Pinellas Trail between Myrtle and Fort Harrison. Call 446-3717. 446-3717.
Hey, this is Captain Keith Colburn of The Wizard on Deadliest Catch. I love Naughty Nancy's.
Hi, this is John Austin, host of the Book Club on the Tan Talk Radio Network. I spent 35 years in publishing, and today I want to tell you about a book that could change your life. The book is No Cash, No Problem. The author is Dave Wagenford. Dave Wagenford is one of the greatest barter experts in the world. He's bartered over $500 million in goods and services. If you want to remodel your home, but the cost is just too high, or maybe there's an automobile that you have dreamed of owning, but thought you just couldn't afford, well, this book will allow you to do both of those things, plus hundreds more with little or no cash. Maybe you're a business owner with a cash flow problem that leads to low or non-existing profits. Read this book and see how you can increase your cash flow and your profits by time-proven techniques. The book again is No Cash, No Problem, and you can buy it now online at www.tantalknetwork.com. Click on the book and follow the instructions, or pick up the phone and call Lola at 727-441-3311. The book costs only $6.99, so do yourself a favor and buy the book today.
Initialize sequence.
Hey, what up, you guys? It's your girl, Vivica 5.
This is Kelly Preston. I'm so excited.
Hey, this is Vern Schroyer.
I'm Kirstie Alley.
I'm Kathleen Gatty from General Hospital, Dr. Liesel Obrecht.
Hello, I'm Butch Patrick.
John Snyder, you're listening to Dawn Reese on Hollywood Connection.
Lights, camera, action!
Hollywood Connections is here to help you get connected in show business.
So get connected and listen to Hollywood Connections, Saturdays, 6 to 8 p.m. here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Enjoy!
Thousands of newspaper and magazine articles have been written about him. Countless TV programs have focused on him. Millions of arguments have been started because of him. Everyone has an opinion about him. The world will be listening as Imus speaks. Make sure your radio's tuned, that your alarm is set, as history waits for only one man, the I-Man.
The I-Man is back in Tampa Bay on the stations of the Tan Talk Network. Catch Imus in the morning, right here. This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Initialize sequence now.
Join the countdown for actors, modeling, singers, songwriters, musicians, dancers, performers, and voiceovers from across the nation to across the world. Here with Dawn Reese on Hollywood Connections on Tan Talk Radio 106.1 FM.
Hey, this is Vern Schroyer, and you're listening to Dawn Reese's Hollywood Connections.
Hey, what up, you guys? It's your girl, Vivica Fox. You are watching Hollywood Connections on Tan Talk Radio with Dawn. Little foxy thing. Enjoy.
Hi, you're listening to Hollywood Connections with Dawn Reese, and I'm Kathleen Gatty from General Hospital, Dr. Liesel Obrecht.
Hello, I'm Butch Patrick, and you're listening to Dawn Reese's Tan Talk Radio, Hollywood Connections.
This is Michelle Nichols. Live long and prosper. Dawn Reese, Hollywood Connections.
John Snyder, you're listening to Dawn Reese on Hollywood Connection.
Listening to Hollywood Connections. I'm Kirstie Alley.
You are listening to Hollywood Connections with Dawn. And this is Kelly Preston. I'm so excited.
Welcome to Hollywood. What's your dream? Everybody comes here. This is Hollywood, land of dreams. Some dreams come true, some don't. But keep on dreaming. This is Hollywood. Always time to dream, so keep on dreaming.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Hollywood Connections. I am Burt, and we have Tommy, and Dawn is my wife, and Tommy is Dawn's brother. And we are filling in for Dawn Reese, who is on assignment in Washington, D.C.
No resemblance.
Yeah, obviously. And she's looking for the next new supermodel. And we wish her well on that. She'll probably be calling in a little bit and checking up on her show. Meantime, Tommy, why don't you take it away right now?
Well, we were talking earlier about Doomsday, and this is our startup on the show for happens to be September 23rd, Doomsday. And as we said before, I think we might be the cause of that.
Yeah, let's we'll see what happens at the end of the show.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But no, with Doomsday, we were talking about the hurricanes and the devastation and the locusts that are going on and just everything. And I was watching the news this morning, as I said earlier, and they were laughing about this Doomsday thing. And I thought, they laughed at Noah, too. I mean, and you just never know. But, signs are there.
Absolutely. Well, for the people in the Caribbean, Doomsday did hit.
Yes, it did.
They are devastated, and our thoughts and prayers go out to everybody in the Caribbean. Puerto Rico, which is a sovereign state for the United States, is part of our property, and we really wish them well. And I certainly hope we step up and take charge and make it happen.
And make it beautiful again. People don't understand how beautiful Puerto Rico is. I have a lot of friends from Puerto Rico, and my heart really, really goes out to their families and what they're going through and the not knowing. I mean, I was in Andrew, and I moved to Homestead 2 days before it hit. And I can tell you that what they're going through isn't just, it's fear, it's not knowing, it's what you're going to do next, where you're going to go, how you're going to feed your kids. That's a big thing. How are you going to get water? How are you going to get water to cook food? I hope that Florida welcomes all the refugees from Puerto Rico in with open arms, and as well as the rest of the country, because that's a place that's going to be goofed up for quite some time.
Absolutely. The surviving the hurricane is one thing. The aftermath is the whole tales and the stories. That's where it's crunch time. And as here in Pinellas County, we had our little brush with Irma, and a lot of us didn't have power for a week, and that was probably the longest week of a lot of our lives, was not living in 95-degree weather with no AC.
Well,
it was horrible.
Thank you for the generator, by the way.
Absolutely. A generator is worth its weight in gold. I would suggest everybody in Florida have some sort of a little generator. So, because it certainly made our life a little nicer, having TV, be able to run fans, be able to run lights.
Yep. That little Honda did a good job, too.
Hey, Honda
did not die at all.
Honda is the best working piece of equipment. I've had that Honda generator 20 years.
Yeah, and it worked perfect. Never died. Just was a great generator.
It's a life-saving tool, for sure.
So,
but I need to give a shout-out here to a couple organizations. MyPillow.com. Dawn and I, we wrestle over these pillows. We have 3 or 4 of them on the bed.
You gave me one, remember?
Yeah, and we love them. They are absolutely fabulous. It goes to help support the show. MyPillow.com, promo code BEACH, and that helps us out. We have the Aquavault.com, which gives you safe peace of mind when you're at the beach. You can lock up your valuables in a quality little safe, or a folding little safe that you can secure your belongings, just so you can go out in the water and enjoy yourself, or at the water parks, things of that sort. And a nice shout out to this time of need. We have a lot of people. Gulf Atlantic Construction. Don Donahue, he's the owner. Licensed contractor, that's important. You must have a licensed contractor. You're setting yourself up for disaster.
Yeah, I'm in the building industry, and I'm going to tell you.
It is so important to have a licensed contractor. And Don Donahue, he's been in Clearwater, Pinellas County for years. And his phone number is 727-215-9918. Just a second opinion or a first opinion. Give him a call, and he'll be more than generous to point you in the right direction or give you another quality bid.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really important to have a licensed contractor. I mean, I deal with it every day, and I'm going to tell you some of the people that come in to these houses with no work ethic at all. It's just amazing. Stick with somebody, guys, who is licensed by the state. That's not an easy thing to be, and those are the people who have the right insurance for you. If something happened wrong or something happened to one of their employees, that's what licensed contractors do, if you don't know.
Absolutely. Pinellas County has the strictest building codes in the United States.
Yeah.
And Florida, actually, Pinellas County and Dade County have annexed themselves away from Florida and have their own set of building laws to protect the consumers. So you have to have a licensed contractor, and then everything's on his shoulders if there's a problem.
Right. Well, we had a good day today. We found your ring.
Yes, found my wedding ring.
Yeah.
I lost it on the boat. It went flying into the engine room, and my brother-in-law, he's a master of finding stuff. It was under the engine, under the pan that catches all the drippings from the engine.
Yeah, well, like I was trying to think how I could get my hands under there because there's no room. I'm covered in oil. And next time you offer me a pillow before I lay on the engine, I'm going to take it.
Absolutely. Tommy looked like a big dog laying on that engine.
Well, I was trying to get my hands under it. I couldn't do it. And I figured, well, if it's in the oil pan, I can see the front of the oil pan. If I could just get something back there and slide whatever's in that pan forward, and reach down to the oil and get it, or the water or whatever, and get it. But it was fine. Got it. Done.
Yeah, that was a successful mission today. I was very, very pleased with my brother-in-law.
Yeah, I love hanging out on the boat. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. We got the boat races coming up here in next week, I believe.
Yeah, yep.
That's always lots of fun. High-speed super boats, big engines, high-octane fuel. What is there not to love?
And if the Geico boat's going to be there, man, that thing's just a beast. I mean, that is the boat. It's like a jet on water, man.
Yeah, turbine.
Yeah, all of them are like that.
Turbine engines, and they get some serious RPMs and monster horsepower. And it's always a great day out at the beach watching these guys get on it.
Yep. I mean, there's even boats that follow the guys out as they go out, and then they go and watch the race, and they follow them back in, cheering how their score was and stuff. It's a lot of fun. On the water that day. It's been a good day on the beach, man. Any day on the beach is a good day, but it's what it is.
Hey, Peter, have you been to the boat races?
No, I've never been to the boat races before.
Lots of fun, just getting that.
I'm not a boat person. I'll tell you why. Because the last time I was on a boat, I was 14 years old, and I never lived to tell about it because I was sick for about 14 times in a row. So I'm not a big-time boat person. I'm not. I probably need to get on the boat eventually.
Yeah, well, we'll have to get you out on the sailboat, and that's a really nice, relaxing day.
Yeah, the sailboat doesn't rock like a lot of boats do, so you won't get as sick. There's a keel that's how heavy do you think your keel is, Burt?
10,000 pounds.
Yeah, it's 10,000 pounds. So it keeps the boat straight like this. So as you're going into waves, you'll go like this, but you have that massive weight that keeps it down. So you don't walk around, and then you're following the wind too. The wind is pushing you, so you're riding along with waves. So you're not like having to break them up and stuff. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I lived on I had a boat 20 years ago. I lived on it, and it got me hooked. The boaters are the best people on the planet. Okay, anybody that sails, I mean, yeah, there's power boaters that don't know what they're doing on the water. Okay, but anybody that's a sailor or knows the water, respects the water, they are the best people in the world. And one of the reasons they're best to other boaters is because other boaters help them. I mean, there were boats in our marina that caught on fire. We're out there putting out the fire, or that were sinking. We're there with bail buckets getting them out. We help each other, but we play music together. I could tell you what every one of my neighbors' names are. We hang out together. Even if we've left a marina, I still am in contact with all these people. The first day I lived on my big boat, I had like 4 people bring me dinner and, pies and cakes. And I'm sitting there going, man, this is Mayberry. I mean, it is. And that's what living on a boat is like. It is probably, if you guys ever get a chance to do it, I'm going to tell you it's the most peaceful, somber thing. You'll sleep better than you ever have in your life. It's like being rocked in your mama's arms at night.
I have vertigo, so I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, we'll take you on a little trip on the Intercoastal where it's nice glass day, so you won't have any effect. And it's gorgeous, especially like sunset.
See what we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe on a Sunday when the Bucks aren't playing, but
I'm usually driving the boat. So
you're usually driving the boat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm building up my sea time.
Oh, okay.
So,
I got you.
Yeah.
It's your sea lake, so.
Yeah. So a lot of fun on the boat, though. So what else do we got going on today?
I want to know something. What does it feel like to be Don Reese's brother? What is it like with her growing up? I'm just curious. Is she always like this? Because she's very excitable. She's very, do this, do that, do this, do that. Was she always like that when she was younger?
Okay, here's what I can tell you about my sister. She's been doing this stuff her entire life. And nobody deserves what she has more than she does. Okay. She is a firecracker and a light in this world. And the day this world loses her, it'll be a very sad day. She just makes everybody happier. Okay. With Burt as my brother-in-law, I'm going to tell you, didn't know about him at first. We were friends first. So I knew Burt was pretty,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Burt was a hardcore partier, and his boat was like,
not Burt.
Oh yeah. Burt was hardcore.
Of course Burt is a hardcore partier.
Yeah. So, he had a boat like 4 down from mine. And as I said, we knew our neighbors, and, Dawn just met Burt and they started hanging out together. Burt had a little dog. Matter of fact, it's the dog. If that dog would be alive today, it'd be 18. It was a great dog.
Yep, that was her birthday.
Her name was Ginger, and this dog chased down moose and stuff. It was a great dog, or elk, sorry. But it was a great little Jack Russell. But having Bert as a brother-in-law, I'm going to tell you, he's always there. Okay, he's always there for me. I had a fire at my house. Okay, and it burned up my kitchen. It was an accident.
Toasted it.
Yikes.
And first thing I did is I called Bert. I said, "Man, Bert, I'm going to need your help. I got to paint the whole freaking house." I did. He came over, man. He sprayed the ceilings. He painted the entire house. Okay, and he was really there. And it's great when you have people there when you need them. Okay, and that's what family is. So if anybody ever asks me what I thought of Bert, I'm going to tell you he's my brother. He's not my brother-in-law. He's my brother. And there's nothing I wouldn't do for him, including climbing on a boat motor all day and trying to find a ring. Like I said, Dawn is just an awesome sister to have, and love her with all my heart. And growing up with her, exactly the same thing. She was the same way when she was the high school's golden girl, baton twirler, and the beauty pageants, and that she was in even as a kid, and she won like everything she went into. Okay, even to her goals on helping people get into show business without getting ripped off. I mean, that's all ethical, and that's what I can tell you. If you really want to do business with somebody and learn about this industry, Dawn's a good one to contact.
Absolutely. She will point you in the right directions, and she will teach you the right questions to ask. And if you really want to get discovered, Dawn Reese, she will help you make it happen. She can't promise anything, but she can put you in front of the people that can make a difference in your life.
Yeah. One of the things I want to talk about, too, is the Sun Festival. A lot of people don't know about the Clearwater Sun Festival. It goes on every day at the pier. Well, weather permitting, okay? And it's pretty cool. They have, you have Jack Sparrow walking around. You have all the street performers, sword-swallowing unicyclists, okay?
Yes.
Fire breathers, fire twirlers. And then they line the pier up with 100 booths. Something like that. Crafts all the way up with umbrellas, from hair braiders to painters to, stuff for sale like shells and jewelry and stuff like that. It's a really fun time. Then they put up like the big bouncy houses and stuff and the big slides for like $3 or something like that. Your kids can go on it for like a half an hour or 15 minutes, something like that. Then every Friday and Saturday they put up a giant movie screen at the pier, and you can bring your blankets or your lawn chairs, sit out there. They don't want alcohol, so but you can watch a family-oriented movie. There's a park right behind it for the kids to play on. I tell everybody this because the guy who plays Jack Sparrow is a really good friend of mine. And I always found it really funny because I'd be laying on the boat in my hammock on the front of the boat, and he had a boat just down from mine, and as he would walk to his boat, he would stay in character in case people saw him. So he'd wake me up sleeping in my hammock, and I'd open my eyes, and there's Jack Sparrow's face. And to me, I'm just a kid from Wisconsin. I mean, to me, that's funny.
He's a dead ringer for Jack Sparrow. Costume is fabulous.
Yes, he is. And his wife sells his really cool jewelry, too. But you can go to Clearwater Captain Jack on Facebook and stuff and find him. Like I said, he'd wake me up when I was on the boat, and I always had that 2 seconds of, am I awake? Am I asleep? Am I awake? Am I asleep? Because I'm looking at Jack Sparrow's face. So,
absolutely.
I mean, and like the fire eater was my neighbor for years, which was kind of a cool thing to have, But yeah, it's a good time for the family to come down. So, we got somebody here. All right. Well, let's see what else I got going on. I was talking to another buddy of mine today. We have a guy coming in.
We have a good friend of mine. John's in the house. Big John.
Hey, what's going on?
I say.
So how was that boat show?
It's pretty nice. You got some amazing boats there.
See anything you like?
Oh, yeah. What did you not like at the boat show?
What did I not like?
Oh, everything's so nice over there. Brand new boats are so great.
Absolutely. They had boats that just blew my mind, fishing vessels that I had never even thought were possible with the new electronics, the boat motors, the new engines they have. And some of the fishing techniques that they were teaching out there was just absolutely phenomenal. It was a good day.
Absolutely, getting so high tech.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a low voltage electrician, so I do all of that stuff. So it's really kind of cool to hear it. I'm going to trick your boat out pretty good too with some new stuff.
Oh, I can't wait to have the boat tricked out with new LED lights and new indirect lighting, things of that sort. Would be awesome.
Really cool. Now you do barbecue too, or?
Yes. Right now, I design outdoor kitchens, high-end barbecue units. Automated wood pellet fed smokers that can be controlled from your cell phone. All kinds of crazy technology out there, even in the cooking world now.
And John, who do you work with?
I work with Premier Outdoor Living and Design out of Largo, Florida, but we cover all of Central Florida.
Okay, and what's your website?
That is www.premieroutdoorliving.com, and we should be at the top of any Google search that you would see.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it really makes a difference in your house when you walk in the backyard and you make your own paradise. And that's one of the things that they do is they make your backyard into a paradise, or a guy's paradise at least.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Tommy's a fabulous barbecuer, master chef. John's a great chef. You guys can talk some cooking right now. I got to check my windows.
Okay. All right. Well, as I was saying, one of my daughter had bought me for my Father's Day last year was a barbecue grill.
Oh, fantastic!
And she bought me the big, 5-burner side, to saute everything with it. Oh man, I have worn that thing out.
Right on.
Okay. Yeah. And during the hurricane, man, to have gas,
right?
When nobody else could cook, or if you don't have safe water and you have a barbecue grill in your backyard, or the whole outdoor kitchen, it's run by gas. Most of the time, right? I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah. So, what an awesome thing to have when something like that happens.
For sure. I mean, most homes nowadays have gone to an electric range, or even the ovens and the stoves. And it rendered a lot of people, powerless when it came to providing for their family. And I remember waking up that next day and the power was out, and my 5-year-old, or he's 6 now, was, Daddy, I want my sausage and scrambled eggs, and to have the blessing it was to be able to just walk outside, fire up the side burner, do some scrambled eggs and grilled sausage for breakfast. Yeah. It just it made life easier.
I tell you, and I have customers because sometimes I do the outside music and everything too. Okay, and one of the things I open up those cabinets because I'm hiding wire. Okay?
Right,
and as I do it, you'll see like 2 or 3 cans of propane underneath in the cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
And, how hard was it to find propane during the hurricane?
Oh, it was impossible.
Yeah, it was impossible. I, foolish me, didn't fill my can before. Okay.
Oh, no.
And I had to send my son out to go look for propane. And Home Depots didn't have it. Nobody had it. I mean, nobody.
Right.
And, but I mean, as soon as we got it, it was great. But, like I said, those storage cabinets where you don't see the cans and stuff, everything's hidden.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even having the trash can and stuff right there, the fridges, right
absolutely.
there. We were at a customer's house. We had to do some camera work and in his backyard. We were putting speakers in his backyard. And he's like, you guys want something to drink? Don't worry. He wasn't home. He said, there's a fridge out back. Just get whatever you want. As a contractor, that makes a really cool thing for me because, what am I going to drink? Hose water?
Right.
I mean, there's nothing there. The customer's not home. I can't even get a glass of water from him. But saying, there's a fridge in the back. Just go get whatever you need. That's,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great feature to have, being able to, even hosting a party. We are able to do so many nice things now with under-counter refrigeration, new kegerators, things like that have come out for the outdoor rated world. And we even have drop-in ice chests and different things now as it evolves. It's just the outdoor kitchens are actually starting to look better and be more functional than the indoor kitchens.
Yeah. I have a lot of customers who don't want to cook inside in the summertime because it's just too hot.
Oh, absolutely.
When you turn that oven on and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it's, I mean, now
And now you're heating your house.
Now you're heating your house from the oven or the stove's going. And
absolutely.
just
It's
go
like
outside.
the temperature's up to 80 degrees and above, and then you got your AC running the whole time. You're paying more for the air conditioning. You're paying more because you're using an electric range.
Yeah, I mean, there's times
just go outside and use gas.
Yeah, I mean, there's times I'll jump in the pool, as the grill's going just for a second, just to cool off, go back to the grill,
Mm-hmm.
that's where it's great. Do you guys have like lighting for it and stuff like that?
Absolutely, LED lights. We build in fire pits to the bar tops as well. We do different LED pits with fire gems and whatnot, making decorative bar tops and things like that are just they're eye catching. Our display at the home show actually has one of those fire pits in it, and we're not allowed to light it at the home show. The fire marshal kind of frowns upon that.
Yeah.
So we went ahead and strung it up with some LED lights, and it is our #1 feature that just draws people over to our display like moths. It's just crazy.
And with the lighting and stuff like that, when you leave that on for a party, it's just, the ambiance of what it creates.
Absolutely.
Is so nice. I mean, we hang out, my wife and I will go hang out at, there's a bar up off the causeway, Whiskey Joe's, and they have fire pits outside that are gas. And you can sit outside the gas fire, and you'll get a crowd. And it's funny because it's not like you go rent that. You just go sit with other people around a fire, and you get to know each other and stuff. And we were joking the other day. My wife and I were joking about looking at the phones because all the kids were in a circle and they're all going like this. I said, "Man, I remember when we used to sit around a fire instead of a phone." You know?
Somebody better had a guitar, or it was going to be a long night.
That really makes a yard, and then the selling value of what it does to the house too.
Absolutely. I mean, you put 2 houses side by side, and one of them has a beautiful outdoor living space, and the other one doesn't, but everything else is exactly the same. I mean, it's going to sell quicker for more than the one right next to it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. Like I've seen the brick guys and stuff. I've watched all this stuff go all the way through because I work for a company out of Tampa. It's called Secure Pro. We do home theaters and stuff like that. Great bunch of guys to work with, by the way. We do all the low voltage for, just mega $1 million homes. And I fix stuff. That's my job. But I get to see every step of the process. And, the quality that's done in these things, too. Be the sturdiest thing in your house,
right? Absolutely. The framing now has gone from so many different aspects. In the past, it was made out of wood. Now, some of the companies still do it out of galvanized steel, which still has a failure rate to it because once you puncture the coating of the galvanized, it'll start rusting from the hole out, the puncture hole out. We choose to use, welded aluminum frame, and we give lifetime warranties on those because they are not going to fall apart on you. And then the stone board and all the stacked stone veneers and everything. I mean, these units are sometimes 2,000 to 3,000 pounds by themselves before you even put appliances in them.
Yeah, I mean, even like the grill tops. Like my daughter bought me a beautiful grill. Don't get me wrong, and it's awesome. But the ones that I see on these job sites, they're a 1/4 inch thick metal. They're not tin.
Correct.
Okay, and they're heavy when you lift them, and it's not like your home barbecue. So I mean, it's really worth to get something that's going to last you forever.
For sure.
Lifetime grills.
Yeah,
lifetime grills.
Lifetime of fun.
And that's what we talk about with our customers is, you can go to the home improvement stores and get those grills that you're going to turn and burn every 2 to 3 years. Or we can build one in for you that is made out of 304 series marine grade stainless steel that has lifetime warranty on it, and it's going to last you 20 years plus as long as you do minimal maintenance. It's not even a lot of maintenance. You just keep it clean, keep it covered, and it's not going to rust out on you, and it's going to produce a great product every time you use it.
What's the best way? Because I get a lot of times that when I'm done barbecuing, I'll burn everything off because it's on the grill.
Right.
And I'll turn all my flames up to high, and I get that black smoke on the grill. What's the best thing to use on a stainless steel to clean that?
Going back to my kitchen days, we always used a wet rag while it was still hot, and it would break down most of it and pull it right off while it was hot. If you wait until it cools off, you can use, I try and use non-harsh chemicals so it doesn't break through and start pitting and rusting, because once you start adding those chemicals to stainless steel, then you change the chemical makeup of it, and then that surface rust starts. So really the best way is just to keep it, clean it while it's hot, and don't let it get stuck to it. Clean it after every use and before every use. Even use some of these new sprays that they have out for the grills so that things don't cake up on it. And you'll have a great product. But there are a couple companies out there that will come out on a semi-annual or quarterly basis, and they will clean your grill to brand new conditions. It'll look brand new when they get done with it, and they have non-harsh treatments for it, so it's not going to change anything in the metal or ruin the metal as well.
I was going to use steel wool.
Yeah,
I was.
I mean, you can use it. It's not you're not gonna do anything as long as you're not, cutting into the metal or anything like that. You should be okay. But really, steel wool and water is not going to be too harsh for it, because it's really when you start adding these chemicals that leave a residue behind that'll start allowing for that surface rust to start on these even metals that are supposed to not start. I've seen it, throughout the years, where once you start putting on the heavy duty degreasers or the the easy offs and things like that, it does leave a residue behind, and it pits the metal itself because it's a harsh chemical.
Okay. Well, then I'll try the steel wool lightly to see if that'll work. I know that'll make my daughter happy, because when she looks at it now, I think she kind of goes, "Dad, you take care of it."
Right.
So, but like I said before, I'm a barbecue guy. I have a few brats are my thing.
Okay.
That's my. Well, actually, they're not my brats. They're my dad's brats.
Got it.
Made the way the Polish make brats, because I'm Polish, and I've had 5-star chefs go to eat my bratwurst, and they go, man, how did you do this? And I'd go, well, it's really not mine. It's not the material as much as it is the way it's cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And if you cook it right, with the right ingredients, you're going to get something that's phenomenal. But I won't give away Dad's secret.
Right. Absolutely, as you shouldn't.
Well, I did to one guy who has a boat down here. He owns a fishing charter, and every 4th of July we'd go, because we lived on the beach here. We'd take trays of brats down to all the fishing guys and stuff that were out working that day, and he said, "Listen," he goes, "what do I have to do to get the recipe?" And I said, "Give me coordinates for one of your good fishing spots."
There you go. Yeah, secret for secret.
Yeah, for secret. And he looks at me, he goes, and I said, I don't fish every weekend. I don't fish every month. It's not that I wouldn't like to. I'm just too busy. Okay. But I said, when I do go, I want to catch some stuff. And his first advice to me was pretty smart. It was look for the birds.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely. They're circling around the bait fish.
Where the birds are is where the fish are going to be. And I said, all right, I'll tell you how to do the first part of it until you tell me where the coordinates are. I'm not giving you the rest of the recipe. And so he did, and I still have not used them. It's been like 3 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shame on you.
I got to get the sailboat. We got to get the sailboat running so we can take it out one night and fish those coordinates. That'll be a fun thing to do too. Because we can take the sailboat out to the reef and drop anchor just off the reef.
Oh, absolutely. Stay for days.
Yeah.
So. As long as you got enough beer and booze, and you're good to go.
And ice.
And ice. I love ice.
After the hurricane, gotta love ice.
Absolutely.
Ice is probably the reason I don't live on a desert island somewhere right now. It is ice. And my family. Love you, hon.
Right. Can't forget them.
Can't forget them.
Well, hopefully they'd be on the island with you, though.
Yeah.
If not, they could shuttle ice back and forth.
Yeah, that would be nice. When we lived here, I was actually going to get a speedboat and park it over there, so when I got home from work, I wouldn't have to drive the bridge during weekends, and or I could just call my wife and say, "Come pick me up in the boat." When I came to Florida, somebody said, "I'm from Wisconsin," as I said before, and at 7 years old, this is how I came here. There was a drift of snow across the window. Okay, and I'm watching Flipper. Remember Flipper?
Oh, I remember it.
And it was a Christmas special on Flipper. And I looked at my mom at 7 and went, "Mom, there's no snow." And she went, "Yeah." And I said, "And it's Christmas." Now at 7, I said, "How does Santa land?"
Right. Yeah.
It was the first question. And she said, "Well, he has, a magical sleigh." And da-da-da. My mom was great. And then she said, I said, "But Mom, people don't really live like that, do they? I mean, where there's no snow, because when you're from there,
that's all you know.
That's all you know, and you don't know that there's people that drive boats to work, okay? And you didn't know that you could see dolphins on your way to work, and that was just like snow, December, my mom was a very smart woman, and she planned a trip to Clearwater a few months after that. Okay?
Oh, that was nice of her.
And so there's a video of me at 7 years old laying on the beach where the old Holiday Inn used to be, just as you're going over the bridge.
Yep.
There used to be a Holiday Inn there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a video of me where I'm just laying in the water going, 7, going, "I'm home. I'm done."
Yeah.
I came back here for spring break. My brother was at Tampa University. I was 18. He had one of those Bradley GT kit cars with the gull-wing doors that open up over the top.
Oh, that's sweet.
And I got to drive his car the whole time I was here for spring break and stay at the university in the dorms. The pajama parties were incredible. But I had a blast, and it was like my confirmation to come back here. As soon as I could have got back here, I did. And it's been home ever since. So.
Yeah. It's a beautiful place to live.
Yeah, it is. It's just different. It's just a really different lifestyle. So, hi, Burt. Welcome back.
Hey, there he is.
Absolutely. Oh, the Florida is fabulous. There's so many great places on this planet, and it's just a wonderful place to be. It's a little hot and humid. A little extra lightning around, but that's the way it is.
That just makes it exciting, though.
Yes, it does. Thunderclaps make it certainly bring excitement to our weather aspect out here.
My grandchild, Emmett, is afraid of lightning.
Oh, no.
So whenever there's lightning storms, he runs into bed and gets cuddled, and I get cuddled extra good. I like lightning.
Yeah.
I get cuddled extra good.
Yeah.
Grandbaby. I mean, I lived in Arizona for a while. And if you're from Arizona, a great place to be, except for like 4 or 5 months a year. When we moved there, I told my wife, I said, "You want to know what it's like to live in Arizona and Phoenix?" And she said, "No." "Yeah, what?" And I went, she said,
"It's really hot."
Yeah.
Right.
I said, "Take the oven, turn it to broil, wait for about 20 minutes.
Stick your head
Then
in
put your face right by the door of the oven.
And then open it.
Open it. When you feel that blast, that's what it's like every time you open the door to go outside. June, July, August, September. Okay?
Oh, no, thank you.
Now,
it is really hot. I was in Phoenix once in July. Oh, my God. It was so hot. Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous. I thought I was in a dry oven.
Yeah.
Like 108 degrees. I was like, holy smokes, is it hot.
Now, the rest of the year, it is stunningly gorgeous. The sunsets, going up to the mountains, where you're going up to the snow in the mountains and you go skiing and you come down. I mean, they're only an hour away from Phoenix.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's pine trees, it's lodges, it's small town, old-fashioned trains,
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool. Then the vistas that you see. We used to go hiking on Indian trails and stuff like that, where you see the pyroglyphics. Pyroglyphics is the Indian one, or is pyro? I think, right?
Not sure.
Hydroglyphics.
Hydroglyph, is that Indian? I'm not sure. But
if there's an Indian expert out there that could clarify that for us, that would be
Indian
welcomed.
art on the walls, ancient Indian art on the rocks and stuff. And we'd go up to where there was a little waterfall. We'd hike up there and stuff. It was, but absolutely beautiful the rest of the year. It really is a nice place. I just like the water. I like
got to be by the water.
I don't like. I'm not a big fan of tarantulas.
Right.
Or
Who
scorpions.
is? Yeah,
or
no,
scorpions.
thank you.
I remember Dawn and I went for a walk. We lived in a neighborhood in Ahwatukee. No, that was was it Ahwatukee? I don't remember offhand. But we went for a walk. It was pre-construction for some of the neighborhood. And Dawn looked at me. She said, what does a scorpion look like? And I went, you really want to know? And she goes, yeah. And I said, look down at your foot. There was one about this big with its tail sticking
Oh,
out.
no way.
Yeah, she was wearing boots.
Yeah.
But there was literally, she jumped so far back. I about died laughing. Those things are tough. I've had them fall on my head and stuff, like opening up cabinets and,
oh, man.
No, I'm not an Arizona guy. I'd rather deal with the spiders here and the snakes here. That's fine.
I'll stick
Don't
with
forget about the alligators.
Yeah, the alligators.
And Zika skeeters.
Alligators leave you alone unless you're really little. They leave you alone. We used to swim in Lake Monroe and stuff all the time around gators. They leave you alone. I wouldn't recommend swimming with alligators. I've done it. I've skied in the rivers and stuff here.
I used to go swimming at Boy Scout Lake all the time.
Yeah,
out there by Countryside Mall.
Yeah, mating season. You might not want to go. Okay, when is alligator mating season? Any idea?
No idea.
No idea.
Year round. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, yeah. But
Crocodile Rock.
Yeah, my brother Scott used to go. Yeah, I have a brother named Scott. We would be in the river, and I remember one time I was pulling him behind. I had a 40-foot Chris-Craft, and I'm trying to have my brothers trying to ski on a surfboard behind it. Okay. The wake I threw up. Oh my God, you'd die laughing because the wake alone just hit him and he would fall. But then he realized that he got freaked out about the gators and stuff. But we swam all the time with them. Nobody ever got bothered. But again, I didn't have little kids in the water and stuff like that. At night,
right?
And we were around the boat. We were in the middle of the lake. And gators like the edge. They don't like the middle.
No, they don't. They don't like the deeper waters. They like to stay warmer out towards the edge. But even in Lake Jackson and Sebring, where I used to swim a lot, it's you never see them.
Yeah.
They try and stay away from you. They're as afraid of you as you are of them. And if you don't go messing with them or poking at them, they'll leave you alone.
Yeah, we got one by our office, and our office is a complete industrial square. No trees, nothing around it, but it has all those like man-made ponds that interconnect through tubes.
Right.
And
retention ponds.
Yeah, we have them. They're decoration there too, but there's a big gator in there now, and I don't even know how it's going to get out of there because the walls are only like 4 feet, 5 feet high from where the water is. I know you can climb in, but I don't know if that's something that we should report, saying that he's in there.
Yeah, it's up to you. I have a lake in front of our house that has the same system going from Eagle Lake Park here in Largo. It comes down and it's all connected through these underground tunnels and whatnot. And every once in a while, we'll get a couple in our lake. And I'm not bothered by them. I wouldn't probably go swimming in that pond if he paid me anyways. But the alligators come in, and our neighbors. I mean, I don't even get a chance to make that decision if I want to go hunt it, pull it in. Who knows? Maybe not. But they already got the people out there with the treble hook and trying to take them and transporting them to another pond for them to just come back anyways. I think people need to learn how to live with what's around them. You know, we got the coyotes in our neighborhood, and everybody's freaked out about those, but. You know, if we wanted to tore down their habitat over there to make us a nice park, they wouldn't have had the reason to leave.
I got a buddy of mine. He was on the air with Dawn a couple of times. His name is Christopher Helton. He's in Colorado now, but he's actually a phenomenal photographer. But he's doing coyote trapping now. Okay. And, you know, the videos and stuff that he saw, how vicious those things actually are. Mm-hmm. People have no idea. Yeah. They don't know. They don't know that these things are actually vicious. They're not like a dog.
No. It's a small German Shepherd.
Yeah.
And skinny and tall and vicious wild animals.
Yep. It'll attack you.
I've seen coyotes out in Colorado. I had a coyote try to chase Ginger.
Yeah.
And she ran back to me, and I was in the hot tub. And I got out of the hot tub with the baseball bat, and it's like 30 degrees outside. And when you're stand up in a hot tub and it's 30 degrees outside, you got like this aura around you of steam coming off you. Right. And that coyote looked at me, was like, oh my God, I'm getting out of here. Right. Never saw that coyote again. I had a baseball bat. I was ready to kill that son.
Scared the hell out of me.
Oh yeah, he was
the devil.
Oh, John, I mean, vapor coming off here.
We were talking about gators before. I have a lady one time was a friend of ours, and she was driving around from me for work, and there was a big gator in the front yard, a big gator, and I looked at her and I went, I go, look, there's a gator, and she's like, no, that's not a gator. She's from Massachusetts.
Oh, geez.
She said that's a lawn ornament, and I go, no, it's a gator, and she's like, no, it's a lawn ornament. Now, it was jet black, too, which was weird because, you know, they were green to them.
Right.
This was just jet black. And they just mowed the lawn, so it actually had grass kind of like on it. So it kind of looked like it.
Oh, my goodness.
But I knew it was gator.
Right.
Okay. And so I get out of the car because, you know, I'm an idiot at times.
I'm just going to walk up to it.
I walk up to it, and I walk behind it because I wanted to see if it would turn its head to see me. And I could have gotten away from it back to the car because it was only like 5 feet from the car. I could have ran and jumped onto the car. Not that the gator would have attacked me, but I know now, you know, but back then I didn't know. You just don't want to step on one.
Right, yeah, don't step on it. Don't give it a reason to bite you.
And but the thing didn't move. It didn't move. And I'm looking to see if it was breathing, and I don't see it breathing. I don't see the lungs expanding or anything. I mean, at the zoo, I can tell it's still alive because, you know, they never move. Right. But you can see it breathe. And so I don't see it breathing. I'm thinking, is it a lawn ornament? Is it? Is it?
Am I crazy here?
Didn't move at all. And I took a wood chip and I threw it next to it. And it snapped at that wood chip.
Oh, man.
I didn't throw it at it. I threw it next to it.
Right.
And it snapped at that wood chip like lightning. I mean, it was wham. And I was like, she's like, you idiot, that's a gator in the car.
That's what I tried telling you the whole time.
I told you that. Yeah. Oh, what else do we got to talk about today, Burt? I know we went off track.
You know, we have a call in. We have Eric Cohen on the line. Hey, Eric, how you doing? Welcome to the Man Cave.
Enjoying your stories here, you know, kind of fun.
Right on. So you have a new clothing line that's your sponsor in men's clothing?
Well, I think this will revolutionize how people can actually meet people. I did as much as to get patents, trademarks on the slogans, patents on the idea. And as you know, when people go into, whether you're married or not married, it's nice to be able to talk to new people. And if you're a guy trying to meet a girl and you go to a bar, it's kind of awkward to just walk up to somebody and say hello. You need an icebreaker. Or for a woman, you want to offer the ability for a guy to say something about what you're wearing. So what I did is I created a line of T-shirts, which will also eventually incorporate hoodies and caps. And these T-shirts are unique in that on the front of the T-shirt is a little square mirror about the size of a credit card. And you would think, well, what can you see on that? You can see a lot. It's placed strategically between above a man or a woman's breast, but close to either one. And above it is the slogan in gold letters with just little sparkles so men can wear it, but it's not, it doesn't look, too gaudy. It fits in both because I've worn it. I know what happens when I wear it. And the first slogan is, "You're looking good." Okay? So when people see you, the first thing they say is, you can either say to them or they say to you, "You're looking good." And then they come back, "Well, no, you're looking good." Okay? And the mirror peels off and can be used as for women as a cosmetic to check their makeup, check whatever, or men to check their hair or whatever they want, and it goes right back on since it's Velcro.
I think that for the you looking good thing, I think New York would probably be a good market for you to start.
Well, we go, "You're looking good New York. You're looking good Miami.
Yeah.
You're looking good L.A." Okay? And the other slogans are, though we're not limited, is "You look marvelous." If you remember the Billy Crystal.
One of the things you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get a copyright.
We already took care of everything.
Okay, yeah,
So
copyrights aren't patents, so make
we
sure
have
you get
patents
copyright.
both. We've applied for both a utility patent and for a design patent.
That's expensive, man. I did it for some other stuff. It's expensive. Good luck with that, and we're going to go back to...
right on, Eric. Well, you've always been a friend of the show, and we wish you lots of luck with your...
What's nice about this line, okay, is the way we're setting it up, everybody can make money just wearing the T-shirt.
Well, that's cool.
Well, we love to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just part of just making the world work.
And people come up to me, and I'm not a rock star, and they just constantly want to know how can they get one, where it's... So that line is going to be the YLG, You're Looking Good line.
Okay, and what's your website?
Well, we're just putting it up, okay? I'm torn between two names because of the simplicity, okay? One of them is just Stefano Corporation, or Stefano.com, Stefono, as my middle name, as designed it. And the other one is YLG, and I wanted to go .com, but it's taken in, I believe it or not, in India, okay?
Kind of reminds me of the old "You Look Marvelous" with Billy Crystal back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we did. Yeah, and except we're not spelling it that way.
Yeah.
And the third slogan is, "What's wrong with being confident?" Okay.
Yeah. Well, we wish you all the best for that. Good luck, and our audience got to hear where to go for it.
Yeah. And when you get your website domain set up, give Don a holler back on the air, and we'll be more than happy to get you out there.
We're shooting for October 11th, and then we'll tell you how all your listeners can have a cash machine coming into them from it.
Well, that's cool. That'd be a good thing to call Dawn about when she's back.
I spoke to her. She said when you were in the clothing industry, or somebody was.
Oh no.
I don't know. She mentioned what somebody was in there. But I just at YLGcorp.com. Do you think that's easy to remember?
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably do the whole name if it were me. Because the whole name sticks. I mean, you look good.
You're looking good.com.
You're looking good.com is what I'd go for.
Yeah.
Because initials, it works for AT&T and it works for, but
St. Laurent it worked for.
Yeah, well, when you're a small company just starting out, you want your name. And you don't want to be mistaken for, what were the initials one more time? I'm sorry.
YLG.
Yeah, you don't want to be mistaken for a different company with the same initials.
A TV brand.
Yeah, a TV brand or whatever. So, I'd use the whole name if it were me. Be proud of what you got.
Hey, Eric, we got to get going.
Else has got it.
Yeah.
And I want to take up your show.
All right, Eric, we got to get going. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yep.
Enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, well, new clothing deal, and for people, maybe a new subliminal way for people to indirectly get noticed by other people.
Absolutely.
You know, so
and it's a great way for a guy to walk up to a girl at a bar and say, "I can see myself in your clothes tonight," and not get slapped for it because there's a mirror on the shirt. So
I love it.
Yeah, that would work. That would work.
So we have the last bits to get to here. There is a jazz concert tonight in Straub Park down in St. Pete, down by the Dali Museum.
Is there a charge to get in? Is what it was?
There is a fee to get in. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's probably $15 to $20, but there's lots of artists there.
Oh man, it's so fun, and it's so relaxing when you're out there and you're just listening to jazz music. A good hint, what I used to always do is just close your eyes as you listen to jazz, and just picture scenery or floating down a river or something like that. It just makes the experience so awesome, you know. I can't make that one tonight. I got stuff I got to get done. I'd be there.
I hear you. So John, thank you so much for showing up today. We appreciate you taking time out.
Not a problem.
And let's we have about 2 minutes to talk about Premier Outdoor Living and Design, and make sure you give us our website and maybe a telephone number.
Yeah.
And how we can get a hold of you and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so again, the company I work for is Premier Outdoor Living and Design. We specialize in the outdoor living spaces. You have the outdoor grill, fire features, water features, things like that, as well as pavers and whatnot. Our website is www.premieroutdoorlivinganddesign.com, and you can call our office and speak with Linda and to book an appointment for a free estimate and a design consultation at 727-812-1762.
Do you guys do the mosquito misters too?
No, but I do have a company that we work with that has those.
Those are really cool, and to add that to your kitchen,
absolutely.
There's no bugs.
Yeah, and there's a couple of new ones out there that actually tie into your sprinkler system and run on a different panel and a different timer, and overnight that'll give you a mosquito-free lawn through your entire irrigation system.
The whole point is make your backyard enjoyable.
Absolutely.
You know, that's really what it is. So
for sure.
Absolutely. Well, that's what's so cool about Florida is we can enjoy our backyards year-round.
I'm cooking burgers.
It's not
tonight on the
just
grill.
a summer gig. These kitchens are yearly kitchens.
Absolutely. They're daily kitchens. I cook outside as it is right now with my stove on a propane tank.
All right. Like I said, I'm cooking burgers tonight. If you guys want to come over, you can come over for burgers.
Absolutely. Sounds like a plan.
All right. Burt, you want to close us up tonight?
Well, and we would like to thank Dawn Reese, who's on assignment, and for lending us her show, Hollywood Connections, for the Man Cave. And she's my wife, and I love her dearly. She's a wonderful lady, as Tommy, her brother, said.
And let her know how you like the show, you know? Cause
yeah, we can get used to this. Yeah. The Man Cave on Hollywood Connections.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great
Close
time.
it out.
Yeah, I'm good.
WTAN, Clearwater.
FM 106.1.
WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay. WZHR, Zephyr Hills.
FM 104.3.
Listen.
Curry's View. I'm Barbara Cusack. North Korea's foreign minister told the UN that President Trump made our rocket's visit to the entire U.S. mainland inevitable by calling North Korean leader Kim Jong-un Rocket Man. More from correspondent Paula Hancox.
Ri Yong-ho saying effectively his country doesn't care if they are recognized as a nuclear state, which is what many experts believe that they wanted. But he said that's not important. What is important is the balance of power with the United States, saying that obviously from their point of view, they believe they need it for self-defense.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo surveyed the destruction on Puerto Rico caused by Hurricane Maria. He observed the damage to homes and commercial buildings, the flooding, and the lack of power.
I know the federal government can be doing a lot more than they're doing now, and they can be doing it better and faster. And Puerto Rico is a place that needs it.
President Trump said if a basketball player doesn't want to visit the White House to celebrate an NBA title, then don't bother showing up. The Golden State Warriors decided to do just that. Its star Stephen Curry explained his disinterest in the traditional post-title visit.
And not going, hopefully that will inspire some change when it comes to what we tolerate in this country and what is accepted and what we turn a blind eye to.
President Trump again blasted Senator John McCain for dealing a possibly fatal blow to the latest Republican attempt to dismantle Obamacare. Correspondent Boris Sanchez reports Trump has also been putting pressure on other lawmakers ahead of a scheduled Senate vote next week,
including Alaska's Lisa Murkowski, who has said that she is undecided on this bill. Of course, in the previous version of repeal and replace, she voted no.
According to a new independent analysis, the bill awaiting that Senate vote could lead to 21 million fewer Americans having health insurance. I'm Barbara Cusack.
I'm Nick Soboleski, a Select Quote agent with a true story that could save you hundreds of dollars a year. A woman named Linda just called. Her husband, Ray, has a $300,000 group life insurance policy, but is changing jobs and can't take it with him. Well, I shopped the many highly rated term life insurance companies we represent and found Ray, who is 41 and takes medication to control his cholesterol, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $27 a month. That's almost twice the coverage for less than half of what he had paid. If SelectQuote hasn't shopped for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-445-6363. That's 800-445-6363. 800-445-6363. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Or price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
This is Downtown Dave. How would you like to be able to promote yourself, your business, or someone else's business for less than the cost of one 60-second commercial on many Tampa Bay radio stations? Here's the deal. You can have your own 1-hour radio program on the Tan Talk Network for less than the cost of one 60-second announcement on many Tampa Bay stations. Your program will be on 2 Tampa Bay radio stations and